What brought me to Read Write is that I had a son that is very bright, and I know he's very bright, and he was struggling with reading. And no matter what we did, no matter how many hours I spent at home trying to jam phonics into his head, it just didn't work. I asked the school for their help, and that was towards the end of first grade when he started crying and no longer wanting to go to school. And you know, it was a battle to get him out of bed every day to send him. And this was a child who previously loved school and wanted to go, and you know, now all of a sudden he hates it and he's crying and begging me not to send him. And so I started looking around, and when I asked the school, they said they wouldn't test him for things like dyslexia or anything like that until the third grade. After the end of first grade, decided to do some independent testing myself, so I went out and, of course, paid and had independent testing done and was told he was potentially dyslexic, and went through 2 different dyslexia programs, which were just another fancy way of doing phonics, you know, and tried one for probably 3 or 4 months and was told at the beginning of school year last year in September, when I didn't see any progress happening, that there was a good likelihood Ethan probably could get held back. And that was in September.
And that was your bright, bright son, right?
This is my beautiful, bright little boy who can take at the age of 8, take a thing for a toilet, you know, where you're going to go fix the inside of your toilet, where you have the little ball thing and the chain and all. And with just a picture, went in there and fixed the toilet.
Wow.
Himself. Didn't know he was in there doing it. Came back out and announced that the toilet was fixed, and I'll be darned if it wasn't fixed.
I'll be darned.
Yeah,
so very bright.
Very bright. And he does, you know, like on his Iowa Basics, when he tested in the 5th grade for science,
wow.
4th grade for social studies, and this was last year when he was in 2nd grade. Well, what happened was after we did the 2 dyslexia programs, which again were just more phonics, but just in a different way, we had decided to hire a private tutor to have at home. About 2 weeks after starting with him, she said the same thing. He's very bright, and his level of intelligence is not matching his abilities right now. And I don't have anything new to offer him, but I'll look. And she started talking to some of her colleagues in the Omaha School District and found out that they had this new program that they had implemented, which was Read Write, and they were having phenomenal results with it. And she really thought it was something that Ethan should try. And so I looked into it, and within a couple weeks of finding out about it, we began Read Write last February, and almost had gains immediately. Within 3 weeks, he'd gained probably 10 words per minute.
Wow.
It was instant.
Tom and Mike went to, they drove to the park, thinking what was fun for. They had to fair play. Fair always. They were lot of work.
Starfish have arms but no legs. Starfish have feet but no toes. They glide and slide on their tiny tube feet. They move as slow as a snail. The basket star looks like a starfish, but it is a little different. It doesn't have 2 feet. It moves with its rays. It has rays that go up and go down.
If that tutor hadn't told us about this program, I shudder to think of where we would be right now. I only wish you guys would have been easier to find, because I was searching for you. I was searching. I was always on the computers putting in searches under Google for non-phonetic approaches to reading, and, you know, trying to figure out. I knew there had to be something else.